Hello, boys and girls. Today is Wednesday, April 29th. And, I'm always talking about my daughter or my kitty cat or my guinea pig. Well, I just wanted to say that today is my daughter's birthday. So happy birthday to my daughter. And yes, I'm going to have a birthday cake for her if you're wondering. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you because, I'm always talking about her, if we were in the classroom. So anyway, now let's go ahead and get started. We are on lesson 10, and it is Wednesday, April 29th. And we're going to start out with a worksheet that I want you to find and get it to that page. It's on Skills 9. Skills 9, and it's going to be activity page 10.1. 10.1. So if you need to pause the video, go ahead and pause it, get your paper, and then I will tell you what we're going to do on activity page 10.1. Okay? So go ahead and pause it, and then whenever you press play, again, I will give you the directions. All right, so you should have your activity page open now, Skills 9, 10.1. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to circle, or have you circle, the word that I say, the word that I call out. And have your mom or your dad, maybe an older sibling, kind of watch and make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do. And these are our tricky words. So here's another piece of advice. Before you go any further on this lesson, if you want to look back at one of the other videos where we have reviewed your tricky words, you go back to that right now. Go over them tricky words, have them fresh in your mind, okay? After you've reviewed them, we'll do your worksheet if you need to go and review those tricky words. All right, so now I assume everyone has reviewed their tricky words. Everyone is on activity page 10.1. So now we're moving on to me calling out the words to you. And as I call them out, I want you to circle it. I'll repeat it several times. All right, are we ready? Okay. The first word that I want you to circle is when. When are we going home? When. When. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the next word. And the next word is no. I said no. No. Okay. The next word I want you to circle is where. Where are my tennis shoes? Where? Okay. Next word. What? What is your name? What? Okay. Word. What is the next word? Word. Okay. So. So, what do you think? So. Two. Not the number two. Two, for example, we are going to the store. Two. Not the number two. Are. Are we going to the movies are. Down. The opposite of up is down. I like to read a good book. Why did you hit your brother? Why? 3. I have 3 sisters. 3. Really, I have more than 3 sisters. I have 4 sisters, but 3. That was just an example of 3. Okay. The or the. The day after today is Thursday. The. Little. Are you being good to your little sister? Little. Out. In this pretty weather, are you going out to play? Out. Okay. And those are all of your words that I want you to circle for activity page 10.1. So the next thing that we are going to do is I'm going to introduce your uppercase letters, your new uppercase letters for today. Okay? All right. We have done uppercase letters A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, and P, Q, and R. The letter that comes after R is the letter S. Uppercase S. Since it's new, I want you to watch how I write uppercase S. You're going to do half a circle to the left and half a circle to the right. So put your pointer finger in the air to skywrite. If you want to try writing it on a piece of paper, that's good too. That's great. So we're going to do half a circle to the left, half a circle to the right. Uppercase S. The next uppercase letter that we're going to do is uppercase T. The way we write this letter is we're going to do a long line down, lift, and line across. So put your pointer finger in the air, skywrite, or either write on your paper, long line down, lift, and line across the top. Okay? Uppercase T. Now we are going to do our new uppercase letter, U. Now it's just like the little U. You start on the dotted line and you make a cup. But for the big capital uppercase U, you're going to do the same thing, but are you going to start on the dotted line for uppercase U? No, you're going to start at the very top line and you're going to go all the way down to the bottom line. You're going to start at the top line and make a cup. So put your finger in the air or get ready to write. Say it if you need to help you remember how to write it. You can say it with me as you write it. Make a cup. Uppercase U. Okay? Now, uppercase V is the same as uppercase U in that the lowercase letter is the same as the uppercase letter. Remember, lowercase u was the same as the uppercase U. Lowercase v is the same as the uppercase V. The only difference is that on the lowercase you start on the dotted line, but on the uppercase we start on the top line. So this is how you're going to do uppercase V. Start on that top line. You're going to diagonal right, diagonal up. Okay, put your finger in the air. Diagonal right, diagonal up. Or write it that way. Uppercase V. And we've got one last uppercase letter to introduce to you today. And the uppercase letter of this letter is exactly the same as the lowercase too. This is uppercase W. We're going to write it like this. Kind of like a V, except you do it again. It's like putting two V's together. Watch. Start on that top line. Diagonal right, diagonal up, diagonal right, diagonal up. Okay? Put your finger in the air or get ready to write. Diagonal right, go up, diagonal right, diagonal up. Uppercase W. Now, we have a word, a new tricky word that I want to introduce today. I forgot to get it, so just give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm grabbing it now. All right. I'm coming back with our new tricky word. And our new tricky word, if you did not know it was a tricky word, let's sound it out. See if it follows the rules. W, I, k. Man, those sounds don't sound like they put a word together, does it? So let's think about some things we've learned about tricky words. We know that when you put WH together, it makes the W sound. W. So for WH, say W. And for I, that still follows the rules. Say I. So W, I. And then when you put CH together, that's a blend that says ch, ch, ch. Like for example, chalk. Okay? So CH together makes the sound ch, like chalk or chat. Okay? So WH is W, and then I is I, ch, W, I, ch. So which. So the tricky word that we are learning today, this word is which. For example, which way do we go? Which way do we go? So, we've done our uppercase letters. We've done our tricky word which. Whoop, almost dropped it. So let's see what is next. Okay. The next thing that I want to tell you is that for homework, you are going to do activity page 10.2. You did 10.1 with me. So for 10.2, you're going to practice writing the new uppercase letters that I just introduced. Okay? So, I'm going to introduce you to some vocabulary words that you will be hearing in part 2 of our lesson with our story called Fly That Ship. The title is Fly That Ship. But before we go to part 2 of our lesson and read our story, I'm going to go over some vocabulary words with you to listen for when we read our story. The first word is mast. Everybody say mast. Mast is a tall pole rising from the bottom of a ship. For example, we ran the sail to the top of the mast. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we raised the sail to the top of the mast. The next word is dense. Everybody say dense. Dense. Okay, here's what it means. Places on an object that are pushed in. For example, an acorn made a dent in the hood of my car. Acorns made dents in the hood of my car. Okay, dents. Okay, the next word is rust. Everybody say rust. Okay, rust is a reddish brown coloring that forms on metal that's been exposed to damp air, to air that's wet. So metal that is sat out in weather, or air that's damp, it's going to get that brownish, reddish color on it called rust. Here is an example. Let's see. The car is covered in rust from years of not getting cleaned. Rust. Okay, this story has a lot of vocabulary words in it. We still have some more. The next vocabulary word is sand, but it's not the kind of sand that's on the beach. This sand is talking about a special kind of paper that feels sandy, sandpaper. What you do is to smooth out, to smooth by rubbing with special paper with sand. So if something is really rough, like for example on a truck or a car, before you paint it, you want to sand with that sandpaper all the roughness out of it. You want to make it smooth so that it can get ready to be painted. Okay? Let's see. For example, I sand the table, so it can be something besides a car or truck. I sand the table to get the scratches off of it, to get the scratches off, to make it smooth. Okay? Another word is deck. Everybody say deck. Deck is the floor of a ship. Now remember, this story is called, let me go back. This story is called Fly That Ship. So of course, since the story is about a ship, you're going to have the vocabulary word deck in it. A deck is the floor of a ship. Okay, for example, we mop the deck before sailing the ship. They mop the deck before sailing the ship. Okay? All right. Drills is the next vocabulary word. Everybody say drills. All right. Drills means makes a hole using a tool called a drill. For example, he will drill holes in the wall to hang a picture. Drill. Now we do have one saying or phrase that is all set. Everybody say all set. All right. All set just means that you are ready or ready to go. For example, we're all set to go on our trip, which means we are all ready to go on our trip. All right. So those are our vocabulary words. The next time you see me, we will be doing part 2, reading our story called, I don't want to tell you wrong, let me go back and look, called Fly That Ship. Fly That Ship. All right, part 2 is coming up where we will read Fly That Ship and pay attention to those vocabulary words. All right. Bye-bye.